In this video, I am going to tell about the life of bearing and reliability of bearing with some solved problems using Design That Handbook of K. Madhavan and K. Balavira Reddy, 4th edition. This is the topic of a rolling contact bearing under the subject of machine design. The life of an individual ball bearing is defined as the number of revolutions which the bearing runs before the first evidence of fatigue crack in balls or races. Since the life of a single bearing is difficult to predict, it is necessary to define the life in terms of the statistical average performance of the group of bearings. Bearing in a group are rated on the basis of one of the two criteria. First is the average life of a group of bearing, and the second is the life which 90% of the bearings will reach or exceed. Here the second one is widely used in bearing industry. If we discussing in detail, then according to the first criteria, let us suppose in a group of 10 bearings, if we count the revolution of each bearing under test, and after that if we take the average of all 10 bearings with respect to its life in revolutions, then we will get the average life of that group and each and every bearing also. According to the second criteria, again, let us suppose in a group of 10 bearings, if we rotate all the bearings under test, and after that we will see that what is the figure or value of minimum revolution which 90% of the bearings are attaining, then that revolution, or I can say that minimum revolution, represents the life of each bearing in that group. It can also termed as the rated life of the bearing. Here rated life of a group of bearings, of ball bearings or roller bearings, is defined as the number of revolutions that 90% of the group of bearings will complete or exceed before first evidence of fatigue develops. The term minimum life is also used to denote the rated life. It is denoted by L10 or I can say L90. Here L90 or L10 means the rated life of the bearing with respect to the 90% reliability. The life of an individual ball bearing may be different from rating life. Statistically, it can be proved that the life which 50% of a group of bearings will complete or exceed is approximately 5 times the rating or L10 life. Means if we find the life of one bearing in the same group as we have discussed just previously, if we find the life of one bearing in the same group, then we find that 50% of the bearings are those bearings whose life is 5 times the rating life. We can say this because some of the bearings in that group have the capacity to rotate beyond the set revolutions under test. Now eventually this means that for the majority of bearings the actual life is considerably more than the rated life. Some important points about the life of bearings are: the life of bearing is 5 times the rated life, or the average life of a bearing is 5 times the rated life, that is L50 is equal to 5 times L10. Second is the longest life of a single bearing is seldom longer than the 4 times the average life. Third, the maximum life of a single bearing is about 30 to 50 times the minimum life. Here minimum life is the rated life, is also called as the rated life. The third point means that the actual life of the bearing is 30 to 50 times the rated life, or you can say that the design life. In this curve also, it shows that the average life, that is L50, is greater than the rated life, L10. In practice as well as during the designing, theoretically, we will consider the rated life of the bearing is L10. Reliability or probability of survival. According to Weibull, the relationship between bearing life and the reliability is as shown below. Curve shows that as the life of a bearing is gradually increasing, then the reliability is decreasing. As the life of the bearing is increasing gradually, then reliability is decreasing. Means in the rated life of the bearing during design, we will always take the reliability of 90%. As far as the today's scenario is concerned, we are also getting the bearing with the reliability of above than 90% up to 100%. As discussed previously, the rating life is the life that 90% of the group of identical bearing will complete or exceed before fatigue failure. So we can say that reliability is defined as the ratio of number of bearings which have successfully completed L millions revolution under test upon the total number of bearings under test. In certain applications where there is risk to human life, it becomes necessary to select a bearing having a reliability of more than 90%. For Weibull distribution, we can have the relation of reliability with the life of a bearing, but other than 90%, capital R is equal to e raised to the power minus L upon a raised to the power b. Here L is the life of bearing with respect to the corresponding reliability, but not 90% reliability. Here A and B are the constant. Now if we rearrange that equation, we will get the equation which is 1 upon R is equal to e raised to the power L upon A raised to the power B. Now after taking log on both the side with base E and after relate to the same equation with respect to the 90% reliability and the rated life, then we will get the equation which is helpful for the selection of a bearing other than 90% reliability, that is L upon L10. Here L is the life of the bearing other than 90% reliability. L10 is the rated life with respect to 90% reliability is equal to log base E 1 upon R upon log base E 1 upon R 90 raised to the power 1 upon B. We will use this equation for the selection of bearing other than reliability 90%. Now come to the problem 1. A single row deep groove ball bearing is subjected to a radial force of 8 kN or 8000 Newton and a thrust force of 3 kN, that is 3000 Newton. The values of radial load factor and axial load factor is equal to 0.56 and 1.5 respectively. The shaft rotates at 1200 rpm. the diameter of shaft is 75 mm and the bearing series is 63, bearing number 6315 also mentioned in design data handbook of K Madhavan and K Balavira Reddy. With respect to this series number, we can easily find the diameter of the shaft, or we can verify the diameter of the shaft which is given. Along with this series, we can have the dynamic load carrying capacity which is also given, that is capital C is equal to 1,12,000 Newton is selected for this application. Now estimate the life of this bearing with 90% reliability, and the second is estimate the reliability for 20,000 hours life. In the first part, we have to find the life of this bearing with 90% reliability. Then using load life relationship, we can easily find the value of Ln. But before find Ln, we have to find the value of equivalent dynamic load. Okay, let us start part number 1, that is estimate the life of this bearing. Find the equivalent dynamic load. All the values are given. X, V rotational factor. If the inner race is rotating, then the value of V is equal to 1. If there is no any condition of inner race is given, if there is no any condition about outer race is given, then it means you have to take that the inner race is rotating, and when inner race is rotating, then the rotational factor capital V is equal to 1. Fr is given and Fa is given. We will easily get the value of equivalent dynamic load, that is 8,980 Newton. After that, using load life relationship and equation number 16.4a in the design data handbook, find the value of Ln, that is rated life with respect to 90% reliability. Here you have to keep one thing in your mind, that the value which you are finding with respect to with the help of this equation is in millions of revolution, not in hours. So the value of Ln is equal to 1940.10 millions of revolutions. Now convert the life of bearing from millions of revolution to hours. Using this equation is also given in design data handbook. Put all the values and get the life of bearing in hours, that is 26,945.83 hours. Now come to the part second. Estimate the reliability for 20,000 hours life. This is the life of bearing other than 90%. If there is any life of bearing which is in respect to the 90% reliability, then it is given always. So if the question is not talking about the 90% reliability, it means this 20,000 hours life is the life of bearing other than 90% reliability. So using the Weibull equation, find the capital R which is in numerator. This is the reliability other than 90%. Put all the values, L10, R90 is equal to 0.90, capital L which is given, that is 20,000 hours, and get the values of reliability, that is 92.83%. You can put the life of the bearing in hours or in millions of revolution, but in numerator as well as in denominator the unit of life of bearing is same in both the case. Problem number 2. A ball bearing subjected to the radial load of 5 kN. In this case, the bearing is subjected to only radial load. There is no any axial load. It means the equivalent dynamic load, that is capital P, is equal to Fr, is expected to have a life of 8000 hours at 1450 rpm with a reliability of 99%. So we can say that the life of bearing is 8000 hours, but with respect to 99% reliability. It is not with respect to 90% reliability. Calculate the dynamic load capacity of the bearing so that it can be selected from the manufacturer's catalog based on the reliability of 90%. Here, using Weibull equation, find life of the bearing in millions of revolutions, and after that, by using load life relationship, calculate the dynamic load carrying capacity in Newton. You can easily find this. Do it yourself. Come to the problem 3rd. A single row deep groove ball bearing is used to support the lay shaft of a 4-speed automobile gearbox. It is subjected to the following loads in respective speed ratios. In the first condition, the bearing is subjected to the axial load, radial load, and there is an engagement of only 1% of the total time. Let us suppose the duration of complete work cycle is 1 minute. So 1% of 1 minute, that is 1% of the 60 second, that is 0.6 second. It means up to 0.6 second the bearing is subjected to the axial load of 3250 and the radial load of 4000 Newton. In the second condition, engagement is, time engaged is 3%, means 3% of the 60 second, means 1.8 second. Up to 1.8 second, the bearing is subjected to the axial load of 500 Newton and radial load of 2750 Newton. In the third condition, the time engaged is 21% of the 60 second, and the 21% of the 60 second is 12.6 second. Up to 12.6 second, the bearing is subjected to the axial load of 50 Newton and the radial load of 2750. In the fourth condition, engagement is 75%. The 75% of the 60 second is 45 second. It means 45 second the bearing is subjected to no load condition. It means there is no radial load and no axial load. It means equivalent dynamic load is equal to 0. That is capital F4 is equal to 0. Now the lay shaft is fixed to the engine shaft and rotates at 1750 rpm. The static and dynamic load carrying capacities of the bearing are 11,600 and 17,600 Newton respectively. The bearing is expected to be in use of 4,000 hours of operation. Find out the reliability with which the life could be expected. In order to find the reliability, firstly find the equivalent dynamic load under variable loads, that is capital Fm, and then the rate. Here we have to find the reliability other than 90%. So firstly we have to find the equivalent dynamic load under variable load, that is capital F and in suffix small m, Fm. Now for the first condition, that is for first gear, to find F1 we have to calculate the value of radial load factor, that is x, and axial load factor, that is y. Now to find the value of x and y we need two ratio, that is Fa upon Fr and Fa upon C naught. All the values are given. Fa is given, Fr is given, static load carrying capacity is also given. Find the ratio, and after that in front of Fa upon C naught collect the value of small e, that is error, and compare it with the ratio of Fa upon Vfr, that is this. We will get that the ratio Fa upon Vfr is greater than the value of E. It means from the table 16.3 we will easily get the value of capital X and the value of capital Y, that is 0.56 and 1.15. Now calculate the value of F1, that is 5977.5 Newton. Again follow the same process and find the value of F2. This is F2, not F1, please correct. So again same procedure, that is find the value of x and y, get the ratio of Fa upon Fr. It is the second condition, so please put the values of axial and radial load in the second condition with respect to second condition, second gear, that is 0.1818, and the ratio of Fa upon C naught is equal to 0.043. As this value is not in the list of Fa upon C naught given in the design data handbook, so we need to do a interpolation to find the exact value of error. And when you will get the value of error, then compare that the value of error to the ratio of Fa upon Vfr and check which one is greater. If we check these two, then we will get that Fa upon Vfr is smaller than the value of E. It means from the table 16.3 the value of x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 0. Here F2 is equal to Fr is equal to 750 Newton. For the third condition, same process you will have to follow. Again you will get the value of x and y, then get the value of F3. It is not F1, it is F3. F3 is equal to Fr is equal to 2750 Newton. In the fourth condition, as there is no load condition, no axial load and no radial load, it means the equivalent dynamic load F4 is equal to 0. Now put all the values with respect to all the four conditions in the equation 16.9a. You will get the value of Fm, that is 1923 Newton, and after that using the load life relationship find the life of the bearing in millions of revolution. The value of dynamic load carrying capacity is given in the question. After that, in the equation of load life relationship, this Lm is in millions of revolution. We have to put in Weibull distribution equation. Before putting the value of Ln with respect to 90% reliability in this equation, convert the given life of a bearing in millions of revolution too. The life of the bearing which is given in the question is 4000 hours. Please convert it into millions of revolution as the units of both life of the bearing with respect to 90% reliability and life of the bearing other than 90% reliability. Units are same. So find the reliability, that is the value of capital R. We will get 94.9%. Thank you.